Hi, Jen here from Jen Michelle Coaching, and today I want to talk about rewiring your attachment style, 3 ways. For those of you new to my channel, I would love to invite you to subscribe. I release a video weekly. Attachment theory is something we hear a lot about, and while I do believe there is so much beauty and education and insights that can be found in attachment theory, we can also rely on it kind of as a crutch where it's like, oh, I'm anxious attachment, so, it is what it is, or uh, I'm avoidant, or he's avoidant, so it is what it is, right? But no, in attachment theory, we're always being asked to like return to wholeness, to dance with another. So the challenges and parts of self that are getting exposed in relationship or whatever the dynamic is, it's not just relationship, but whatever is coming alive can be met and can be consciously witnessed with where you stand today versus as a child. So these parts have an opportunity to heal and to come into deeper wholeness and just self honoring and self appreciation deeply found within that. A lot of love to be uncovered and rediscovered in this beautiful process. So let's take a deep dive into this today. 3 ways to really rewire this. Number one, curiosity. It must start with curiosity versus judgment and condemnation, right? Most people will be like, oh, I can't believe I did that. I'm so embarrassed of my behavior, or why do I want to do that, right? There's so much judgment. There's so many shame cycles that can get activated, but instead it's like, can I instead get curious? Where is this feeling in my body? Where am I feeling this? What does it feel like? Am I flooded or am I grounded? Am I steady? Am I conscious right now, or is my ego wanting to do something drastic and kind of get to the final outcome or push someone away in this over exaggerated way where instead I'm being invited to kind of stretch myself? So you just start to notice your survival patterns coming alive and you start to get really curious around them. I love to ask, where does this come from? When did I feel this way the first time? What story got created from that experience that I've been repeating to myself? Where can I create a new story by choosing differently in this moment versus just getting succumbed and taken over by the pattern? So that curiosity without judgment or any negativity towards self. And same with the other, because as you become able to meet yourself with more love and less judgment and condemnation, the same thing will happen for your partner and their challenges. So it's like, oh, I don't actually have to take this so personally. This pattern is not okay. But again, you're recognizing the art of feminine timing where it's like, okay, now is probably not the perfect moment to point it out. So I am going to give them grace. And when he is regulated, bring up this issue so we can talk about it consciously and begin this dance of showing up and helping each other heal through relationship, right? Number two, hold deeply compassionate and present space for yourself and for your partner, right? So if you've got this visceral, urgent, I got to do something kind of way about you, this is just an example. This occurs in anxious attachment a lot, right? Most of the time, 99% of the time, as I've said before in a video, probably several, unless there's a bear chasing you, you do not need to listen to that, right? You are getting pulled into a time capsule. This is likely something with very deep roots. So you want to instead orient to present moment and do the opposite, unless there is a bear chasing you, right? But do the opposite. Where can I breathe through this? Where can I break this pattern? What is a way to soothe and comfort myself so I can be in the moment? What story am I creating? What meaning am I giving this? Is that rooted in reality, or is that rooted in an old, unprocessed fear, or a remembrance of something that happened to me in my childhood or in my past that I'm reacting to? So you meet yourself with this compassionate presence So you're not just pulling from the past to handle the present moment, but you were pulling from the divine guidance and the possibilities that you don't even have any idea how beautifully they could unfold. And you open yourself up to that. You open yourself up to surrender to what you can't control. And in this is a powerful activator and a powerful healing energy to support you in breaking out of like the hamster on its wheel and really creating something new and inspiring this same beautiful remembrance that you're beginning to open up to within the other, within your partner. And number 3, are you feeding your wholeness or are you feeding your separation? This is one of the things that I can have issue with sometimes in attachment theory when people get a little too focused on it. Oh, this is what's wrong with me. This is why I do that, but maybe not like really actively empowering and working to change it, right? So we have an understanding of why we are who we are, but we don't see the ways in which we use that as an excuse to not do the deeper inner work or to face something that's hard or to allow ourselves to be activated and trust our ability to meet the moment and work through that, right? And so instead, it's really powerful to begin to feed our wholeness. Like, mm-mm, I don't have to think like that anymore. I reject that thought. That doesn't help me. That doesn't serve me. That was me when I was 8, not me when I'm 38, right? And so we start to break up this story where it's like, that doesn't have to run me, right? Today is a new day. Where can I stretch myself? Where can I feed this wholeness and the possibilities that I know live inside of me because I trust that whatever was put on my heart is there for a reason. And it's to remind me of my wholeness, but I need to make the conscious choice to feed that. So I'm not staying stuck in my trauma and I'm not feeding my limitations, right? And again, we give ourselves grace within this. This isn't about being overly ambitious or overly attached to our healing, but it's like, what am I feeding here? And is that taking me where I want to go? And so, in this is that piece of radical responsibility, radical self responsibility that I talk a lot about within different videos in my channel. But I would love to hear how these 3 sort of ways support you along your attachment healing journey. Please comment below. I really love to always hear from you and any insights or reflections that support you through this. For those of you that want to take a deeper dive into my work, please visit my website at jenmichellecoaching.com. I invite you here to book a personalized week of support. This is a flexible way in which I work with women across all time zones on your time frame. It is a week of kind of having me in your back pocket to receive direct one-to-one customized coaching. I will link it below for those of you that are interested, and I will see you all next week. Much love.